Okie dokie. Good morning, everybody. Again, sorry for the delay and no actual real notification. My stomach just started getting messed up last night, and I guess it carried on until this morning because my alarm went off and I turned it off, and then I just went back to sleep. So I must have needed it. Don't know if it was like overly chilled. I know I was like shivering at one point, so I did like layer up and stuff like that. I have some broth with me right now just to kind of warm me up from the inside. The heck is on my spoon? But yeah, I have some broth to warm me up on the inside, but I also have a can of Diet Pepsi to sip on to get the carbonation, and just see if that helps and whatnot. So yeah, today again, 11 o'clock start, like 2 other days this week. But hopefully it's nothing like, a virus or anything like that. I honestly think I just drank too many glasses of water, and I know that sounds funny, but it was tap water, and our city's water isn't great. It's not like brown or anything, but there's enough stuff in it that like if I drink too much of it, it will upset my stomach despite having like flavorings and stuff like that in it. Because let's face it, if the flavoring might make the taste better and it goes down easier, it's still the same crap in the water. All right, Paimon, say something.
Looks like it's time for a Lantern Rite again. Let's find some time to visit Liyue Harbor.
That's it? That's all she says? It's not 10 bajillion like,
Hey, we have to do this. We should go see Zhao. We haven't seen Zhao in a while. Or Shangli. Let's see Shangli.
Yay! 23 days. Alright, this is all done. Just make sure I'm not missing anything else. And we got our first 300 primos. Okay, that was my check-in. Okay. I was like, oh no, that wasn't my check-in, was it? We should, Alright, I guess we're doing Stygian first, and then we'll do Artifact Route. And I literally just looked at that and going, where the hell is Stygian? I'm doing good, y'all. How are you?
Settle down.
Yoo-hoo!
Okay, that was weird. Thanks, controller. How are you? Crit damage? Come on, game. Why is it always the freaking defense piece that has double crit? Screw you, I'm not holding on to that. I have enough of those. And no defense characters, by the way.
Strike a pop!
Except for Shalona. Yeah, my newbie does need a little bit more crit rate. Well, that was dramatic crab. Nope. Nope. And no. I know I can't level anything for a little bit, but
Silence.
still could give me the pieces, you know? No. No. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Bow your head.
Strike a pose. Bring it.
God damn. That's not even worth keeping either for the elemental mastery. Yeah, it has crit rate on it, cool, but it needs ER. Boy. And this is the sad thing too. Like, I know I'm trying to get it for Durin as well, but it's still like, okay, well, if I get Varka, I need some stuff for Varka. I don't even think I have a single double crit of anything on that set. And I know I can craft 2 of them uh before he comes out and stuff like that, but I need to know like how he plays and stuff like that if I'm going to like the play style to even attempt that. And even then, like if I do decide, hey, I want to get Varka, I probably would leave Durin on Noblesse unless I'm using Bennett, to which I believe I would be. So then I would still need the set for Durin. So let's see. We have 1 double crit flower. And we had this monstrosity. This is also not great. Because it rolled like nothing into HP. So that would need to be re-rolled. I have this, which is okay. That's alright, I guess. Technically not great on either of those. I have Pyro here. Elemental Mastery Defense. So I don't have Animo or Attack. I think he's going to want Attack, funnily enough. I have that feeling for some reason. Hey, honey, how you doing? And then I have 1 crit damage circlet. That's it. And it's shit. This is fine. You know, these can actually be used on somebody else for an off piece or something like that, should I actually need it. That one's not as good, but oh, I have another crit rate crit damage with energy recharge. Cool. But no crit damage. So I've gotten like nothing on that set at all. All right, let's just hand in stuff while we're in Fontaine, and then I'll do artifact route, and then we'll go check out Lantern Rite. Don't ask me why I went backwards.
I love telling stories to the Kuhenki, and I love to sing. There's a blank space in my life that has existed since before I was born, and has shadowed me since. My story was incomplete from the start, so I've learned to use other stories to fill in the gaps. It's like painting a picture.
There'll be an extra few.
I sketch the outline with words and color it in with song.
That's pretty. And now she's Friendship 4, so we can get that line for Nuvi. Oh, cool. I'm glad you got that.
Astra.
You're C1.
Thank you for complete.
I'm not even going to attempt to say her name. That's why I'm not saying it. I'll just flip back to the Baiju team over here.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
The delayed sneeze. Okay. Profile. Oh, great deeds. Lama Nicole Nouvelette.
The Hydro Dragon who serves as the Eudex of Fontaine? Another dragon who puts people in prison. I'm not sure I'd want to meet him.
You made me sad, Columbina. Yeah, that got spoiled for me because I randomly had it pop up on my Facebook feed because Facebook's dumb. So it makes me sad that she wouldn't, like, trust Nouvelette, but it makes sense why she wouldn't. You think you missed a G in it? You know, it wouldn't surprise me if you did. But I'm glad you got her C1. That's actually really cool.
If we cross paths during my journey, I'll be sure to say hello.
Oh, let's see what she says about
Many
Capitano.
respect him, but just as many fear him. Is that too confusing? Well, you see, creatures accustomed to living in darkness will never choose to get close to the light. It's too dangerous, for light would only lengthen their own shadow. The House of the Hearth is home to many children, and it can get quite noisy. The first time I heard them call Arlecchino father, I thought it was a rule that had to be followed there. So, the next time she passed by, I used that title as well. That's when I learned just how quiet the House of the Hearth could become.
Well, as long as you said father and not daddy, that's fine.
If metamorphosis ends in one's wings being engulfed in flame, perhaps remaining in the cocoon is how one survives. But I doubt Rosaline ever considered making that choice. Or perhaps she had determined her own end from the very beginning. Whether it was love, hate, or a simple dance, she gave her whole self to her pursuits and left others to sing her dirge after her departure.
Oh, steppies. Well, I should have just stayed on, Enough. You didn't plunge in any different spot. How did you miss that? No, not Columbina. ZZZ is getting the horse head too? Like the goofy one that we have in Genshin for Miliastra? I don't know how I feel about that, because one, it's like, it's not unique because Genshin has it. But on the same token, everybody who's been, like, running around with it has been having a blast. Good shot, Auroron. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I guess I will do it after I, clear this out. I was gonna level, Columbina's normals. She might not get triple crown, but she'll get up there.
Time to say hello. A bitter pill to swallow.
Defensive mode engaged.
Three moons converge.
Your Columbina doesn't sing when she attacks. It's odd. Are the voices turned down for you? Because she should. Nope. Huh. We get that up to level 9, and then I'll crown her skill and burst. Yay. Yay, artifacts. Yay. Hmm. I am struggling to stay awake right now. So close for newbie.
Go! You're free now! Be free! Taking a turn for the better.
Installation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Flow. A new moon rises.
There's
Somebody died way over here. I have something labeled there. That's not a fishing spot. What the hell do I have labeled there? Oh, it's been so long, I don't remember. I missed exploring with a Roron. Run, run, run. Jump. Makes it so much easier. And before anybody says that, yes, that Lolly can do it too. But Auroron doesn't say stupid things when he does it.
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
The deck will see. A moonlit night for all.
Looks like I went too far.
It's funny, like, Nuvolette doesn't usually, like, aggro that. I haven't aggroed that for a while. The moment I'm not on Newbie, I aggroed her. I don't know how. If I see a Chi-Chi during my newbie polls, I will not be happy. And I will curse a Diluc on y'all. Also, the other reason I won't be happy is that I originally lost my C2 Nuvolette to Chi-Chi. And then funnily enough, I lost C2 again on Diluc. Plunk, plunk. Oh, before I start Lantern Rite, I'll do the damage testing on Nuvi too. Like I said, I know he needs a little bit more crit rate to be consistent, So that's part one. Because he's only at, like, I think I said 74 after Marches's buff. Oops, I almost went right past the camp.
Oopsie doodles.
Hey, Onwood.
Go! You're free now!
You want to know the sad
Remember,
thing? I keep
health
forgetting
comes
about that
first.
island.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
A new moon rises. Surge.
Well, this is just chaotic. But yeah, we'll go into Miliastra and I'll beat up the test dummy. I have not done that at all. I went in to actually find it. And goddamn, you can tell I don't do Miliastra Wonderland at all. Because that took me a hot minute to remember how to search. Go. Okay. I mean, that's a good way to remember that. That would have been epic. I'm actually more surprised that I don't remember it, because I believe, like, when I first found that spot, like, probably every newbie, I wasn't expecting them all to come alive, and I died. Pretty sure that happened. The free-to-play account I don't think did. Or I reversed it. Because at that point, I should have had Zhongli at that point. So I don't quite remember. But how come, like, when you go to track the enemies through the book, why is that island never lit? There's so many of them there. I've never seen it lit. You better run, pig! In the entire world, you can get... Yeah. Mostly it's like 3 on average. Or MiHoYo's afraid of them getting lured to their deaths. Nah, they don't care.
Tell me what you see. Be free.
Installation chamber.
Ridiculous. A moonlit night for all. Wayne.
Can't run from death.
Okay, that's all said and done. Alright, let's go check this out. None of Newbie's gear has changed. Like, none of the characters I would use for Newbie have changed, so... Level 1 hand! You know, No! Did they take it away? Oh, no, there it is. Okay, it's down here. Wonder what happened to these two. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it makes me sad. Oh, all right. Why are you timing me for this? All right,
All
we're gonna
right,
start with
let's head off.
Kazu,
Is it time to go?
Shalonen,
I have
Irina.
high hopes for this journey.
and Newbie.
Thank you for permitting. No.
All right, let's see. Yeah, it made me sad. It makes sense, but it makes me sad. All right, what's settings here? +5 levels are at level 100. All right, we're gonna leave them at level 100. Okay, I think we're just gonna leave it alone. That's fine.
Settle down.
Let the world come alive!
Hear the echoes of the valley! Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Let's
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in
Wind strike!
I think I missed a couple of his balls.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
Does it actually say? So, Nouvelette. Up at the top, let's see. That's a 6 million. So, Nouvelette himself did 4.8 million with Furina, Kazuha, and Shalonen. Okay, now I have to... How do I leave? L1. Sure. Okay, so we want to return to the lobby, and then we gotta go back in to reset the team. Silly. Okay, so now we're gonna leave Shalonen and we're gonna put in Sitlali.
whatever you need.
Now, keep in mind, Sitlali and Shalonen both have Cinder City, so I know it's not gonna be overly helpful to Newbie.
Silence.
Let the world come alive!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
See, Laline, East Papa, get him!
Oh,
Settle down.
well, that does beat Kazuha.
The tides beckon. your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Let's see. It does beat Kazuha, but it's only by like 100K. That's it. Then slapping that desert bot. I will always go and beat up the Dorito though. Okay. So let's just write that down. So Kazu, Shilo, Furina did 4.8 mil for Nuvi. And then let's see, Lali, Shalonen, Furiri did 4.9. Okay. Why is it only reading my freaking skill when I do that? What are you yelling at me for? Oh. Okay. I have an Effa. We'll test an Effa and stuff like that. The only one I don't have is Lauma. So this one will be... I guess it would be Silali and... Escoffier. And then Furina. And if it adds over Sitlali? Okay, we'll do that one after. So this one is
Ready to
Escoffier.
spice things up. Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! The pinnacle of excellence! A little suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Settle down.
It is... I don't know. I think I've seen 200Ks in here.
Beckon.
Let the world come alive! Get to work! Seek Laline! Eat Papa!
Oops, wrong button.
Who's on the loose?
Bow your head.
That one's worse. That one's actually worse. 3.4. 3.4 mil with that one. He was about to do his fucking skill. And Arlecchino. All right, so this would go back to Shalonen,
Yeah, let's get this over with.
and then
Please
enough.
select target for cleanup sequence.
This one should be better. Should be the best, if I'm being completely honest.
Settle down.
Time to shine. Shower me with.
Bring it! Letting brave names echo! Annihilation mode. Cleanup sequence.
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Let the world come alive!
Installation chamber deployed. Hear the echoes of the valley!
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Neuvillette damage 4.1. 1.1 mil for Anefa. I ain't touching PvP with a 10-foot pole. I hate PvP. So this was Anefa. And he got 4.1. So Kazu still did better than Anefa. Anefa just does damage. That's the difference. Anefa will add sub DPS versus, you know, Shalonen and everybody else who aren't really doing much of anything. Although I'm really surprised Farina's damage is as low as it is, because she is a sub DPS here. She's not on Fav. I like how the DPS numbers are still going, even though I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing there menacingly. I think the only other combination I can do is Escoffier Sitlali, which not Sitlali, Shalonen, which still doesn't. It's not great to do that just because it's whatchamacallit. One good slap. We just needed one good slap. It's apparently Bina, Nefa, Sucrose, Neuvillette. The wheelchair one, I actually think it's Lauma in place of Sucrose. I can do it. I just can't do the Lauma version. So we can do that. I don't know why I sound like a bird. Bina? We'll put Bina in place of Riri.
I can do it.
Where's Bina? There's Bina.
Let's finish this quickly.
You're not Bina. You be quiet.
Will we be gone long?
Okay, Sucrose has to swirl Hydro for this.
Silence.
A new moon rises. Whoa. Enhanced animal module 75.
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
A moonlit night for all. Wayne. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Installation chamber.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Whoa. A new moon rises. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
Silence! The tides beckon.
Alright. Okay, we got enough balls to do one more charge. $4.8 million on Nuvi. Huh. Okay, because of Columbina, Ineffa did more damage. Columbina herself actually did something respectable. Okay. So that's actually kind of funny. The combination of this is for Nuvolet's damage itself. Okay, for Nuvolet's damage itself is the same as Kazua's Shalonen. Give or take, obviously, like a couple thousand or something like that. But it was still 4.8 mil. Sitlali and Shalonen plus Fiorina gave 100k more to Nuvolet. So that's actually interesting. It's 4.8. And then the last one I said was Escoffier and Shilonen. Oh, Llama 100% will be better than Sucrose in terms of off-field damage. I don't think it's going to do anything for Newbie himself, though. Hence why it's wheelchair. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try to get Llama when she runs. Because that's the whole point. I want to use Newbie whenever I can. And if I have to put him with a bunch of lunar characters, I will. Oh, does she? I forgot what I was doing.
Whatever you need.
No, it wasn't Sitlali. It was a Escoffier. Oh, that's fun.
Utensils at the ready.
Escoffier, Shilonen.
Is it time to go?
Fiorina.
I knew you'd miss me.
Now, the other thing I'm going to do after I do this one, I'm going to set this up to be 105, which is what Fearless is. And I'm going to put the team together that I put in for Fearless just to see how much DPS he did. Because it didn't have Fiorina.
Settle down.
Time to shine. Strike a pop.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Off to the freezer! A burst of
I don't know why I did that. With this team, I wouldn't need to do that.
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Let my name echo in song.
You bring it! A little moose boosh! Goose on the loose!
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Last charge. .1 on Nuvi with this comp. So this combination with the double heal did the same roughly as Ineffa and Shalonen. Fascinating. It's just Hydra interactions that does it? Okay. All right, and we had Sitlali.
Leave me alone. Never mind. Let's go.
Oh, was it Sitlali, Shalon, and Escoffier? No, it was Kazuha. It was Kazuha.
Want me to
I
come
had
along?
this, and then I put in Sitlali.
I'm never late.
Okay. Okay, so this is what it was for Fearless.
Fulfill our pact.
As one with wind and cloud.
Suffer the wrath of the...
Wow. Okay.
The tides beckon.
Bring it! Letting brave names echo!
Get to work. Yeah.
Wow.
Bow your head.
Seat Laline. Eat Papa.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
4.1. So the team I did Fearless on for Stygian had the same DPS on Nuvi as Escoffier, Shalonen, and Fiorina, and Nefa, Shalonen, and Fiorina. That's actually interesting and kind of sad. Can I do PvP mode? No, I will not be doing PvP mode. I do not like PvP at all. So that's really, really interesting. So now, what's going to make me sad? We're gonna go in with Flens. And I just want to see the difference Flens is. Nuvolet is C4. So, and Flens is C1. So there is a difference, as well as Nuvolet having his signature versus Flens that doesn't. Flens is on Jade Sphere. I will destroy you in Wind Trace. Yes, probably. Just take a guess. One of the reasons I don't like PvP.
Warm up complete. My experiment will succeed.
All right,
Allow me to
Vina.
lend you some moonlight.
Happy to oblige.
Just gave me a warning to ask if I really wanted to say that. I intend fighting competitive right. I didn't see. I mean, I get why it did. It said that you would destroy me, but that is fucking funny.
A moonlit night for all. Wayne.
Preparing for dust up.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Night falls. Close your eyes. To dust.
Flow.
Stand clear.
Installation chamber
I did the
deployed.
wrong one on Sucrose.
Annihilation mode.
A new moon rises.
Be silent. Observe. To dust. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Defensive mode engaged.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Okay. And Flynn's did 5.1. So on Nouvelette's lowest, which was 4.1, Flynn's outdamages him by 1 million. And then at his highest was 4.9. It was only a couple 100K difference. And this is C1 R0 Flynn's. The guy who made the testing guy was going to make him mint. I am honestly wondering how much they'll make. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Like, this is probably the smartest thing I've seen somebody do for Miliastra. And it leaves me wondering, because this is all Genshin's assets, right? Why hasn't Hoyo just done this? Like, just make a training ground. There are plenty of points in the game where you see, like, test dummies and stuff like that. Like, where Noelle is, at some points, training for the Knights. I think it commissions over there, too. Like, why can't somebody be over there that you talk to saying that they're training and that you can go in and just, you know, set the level and whatever and just wail on it to try to do rotations? As it is, I think I'm doing the rotation for Bina wrong with Flynn's because I'm so used to Aino. But, yeah, like, it's a couple 100K difference, which does make a difference, but it's not that bad. However, Nouvelette is at a higher constellation bracket. And Flynn's isn't. He's C1. That's insane. That's actually really insane. It's kind of making me wish I had Lauma just to do the wheelchair for Nuvi. But at the same token, Nuvi still does well for me, so... eh. I want to point out, exiting on the controller fucking sucks. Power creep, yeah. My broth got cold. Could probably use Nihito with Nuvi in place of Lauma. Maybe? We could try it. The number one thing I have to reiterate is, like, for people, like, going, oh, well, Nuvi's damage kind of sucks with this or whatever, it's like, well, he's being carried by everybody else, so that's why. It's called a wheelchair for a reason. Nahida would be here.
There are still so many places for us to explore.
Thank you for permitting. No.
Alright, so... probably go Nuvi, Bina... or Nahida. Nuvi has to go first, but... I think it just goes up the line.
Bow your head.
A moonlit night for all.
Wayne.
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
Preparing for dust up.
Settle down. The time is beckon.
3 moons converge. Whoa.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
Cleanup sequence initial.
Silence.
Wayne.
Okay, give me back my burst. And we can just look at it. Damn, that is... So, what's funny about it is they're all almost, like, equal. So, Nefa and Neuvillette are really close together, and then followed by Columbina, because... Yeah, and then Nahida. That's kind of funny and sad, and it's very low DPS, so it doesn't really do much. Depression reaches its climax. Flamethrower barber team. Uh, I don't know if there's any other team I could try out here for Nuve that would effectively work. Oh, well, you know what? We could actually just see DPS with Skirk and Nuvi and see how equal that is. Oh, I hit level 12. Alright, let's do the newbie Skirk team. So Skirk.
Need something taken care of? Ready to spice
Okay.
things up.
And
I knew you'd miss me.
Time to shine. Shower me with
A burst of flavor. A dash of fearless. Paradigm shift.
Be sanctified.
Let the world come alive.
Off to the freezer. Yeah. Goose on the loose. Fearless. Another star goes out.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
I think I get one more charge, yeah. So Newbie did... Oh, that's interesting. Now, maybe it was because I did a couple more charges, but he is the one that's supposed to be on field. So he did 2.9 with only 2 buffers instead of 3. And Skirk only did 1.6. As the burst support. Huh. Okay. Now, granted, now keep in mind, I don't have premium Skirk. I do not have premium Skirk. Oh, let's go. Okay. Let's see. So, this is where this changes. I believe this is Dahlia. There you are.
Barbados sent me.
Oh, that's actually all I need to
I'll
change.
only
There we go.
demonstrate this once.
All right, so you gotta remember, no burst, no bursty. It's just slappy, slappy.
Time to shine. Shower me with praise.
Oh my god,
A little
switch.
amuse-bouche. The pinnacle of my west wind, carry me.
Ja. Ja. Ha. Ha. Ja. Ha. Ja. Ha. Ha. Ja. Strike a pose.
This should be fun. May the Archon protect you.
Let the world come alive.
A burst of flavor. A dash of...
Ja. Ja.
Mine to wield.
Ja. Ja. Ha. Ja.
4.5 for Skirk. So my team with just doing Skirk is the same. No, okay, I just read my thing. Is higher than the Anefa, Shalon, and Furina, and the Escoffier, Shalon, and Furina. But it's lower than Nuvalet, Kazuha, Shalon, and Furina, and Anefa, Sucrose, Columbina. So Skirk, for me, kind of falls in the middle of the pack here. That's also interesting. But again, I don't have the premium sauce. I don't have Shinha. Well, I suppose this is the other thing I would have to adjust, right? Oops. It's Alakino. So for me, I was actually debating this. The only reason I would use Durin over Bennett and doing what I had been doing recently is it doesn't involve me staying in Bennett's circle. All right, so let's do the OG here. So where's Benny?
I won't hold you
So
back.
Benny,
Much.
Sitlali.
I'm never late.
Who the hell was over here? Oh, Singcho.
May knowledge guide you.
An insurmountable problem,
Field skirt goes after one target. Yep. So it is fascinating. All right, early first because I don't have C2.
Overruled. You two. Time to end them. Let's light it up. Teamwork.
I don't think I messed that up. I think
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
I need to do Benny first before Cinder City.
Fulfill our pact. Everybody stand back. Seat Laline, East Papa. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
4 million for Arlecchino. That's pretty impressive, actually. All right, so 4 mil for Arlecchino with Bennett. I can try this with Kaya too. I'm actually, you know what? Let's do Kaya first because I was running Kaya with this. Something you said to. Oh yeah, yeah. There is a difference between the AOE and the single target. It's one of the reasons why it's like with Flynn's, he's more AoE, but he does really well in single target. Technically, Nuvi does too, in my opinion, but what do I know? Oh, I got steppies. Alright. Let's try this with Kaya. Because I was running Kaya here. Technically, Escoffier probably would be better just because it's more cryo app, but Kaya deserves
This
some
will
love.
be interesting.
It will be interesting because I don't know what sword you're on. But I'm not worried about your damage.
Transfixed. Teamwork is dreamwork. Suffer the wrath of Eatley.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Everybody stand back. See Laline, eat Papa.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool.
.3 with okay, that makes sense. Cryo resonance, so she's getting more crits. But she was melting like nobody's business. I was actually really surprised by that. Okay, I see you. The problem is, well, maybe it's not even really a problem. As you saw, everything like falls off at the same time. So then I just bring everybody else back out, and it's like the rotation is very, very smooth. I don't know if it's really worth testing a Escoffier there, because outside of just off-field cryo, she doesn't really do anything. Because Bennett takes care of the heals. Alright, now we're going to change it up to be the Hexen Circle, so...
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Increasing our combat strength?
Overruled.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Suffer the wrath of Eatley.
Transfix. The story has only just...
You two. Time.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Okay, hold up. No, I'm pretty sure I did that right. Durin would have to go before Sitlali. So let's try going Fischl first, then Durin, and then Sitlali into Arlecchino. But that was only like 2 point something mil. And yeah.
Laid bare.
Official.
The story has only just
Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
Transfixed.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever...
stay back! The story has only just
Get to work! You two! Time...
So there's part of the problem. Official kind of needs to go last in that rotation because Oz, because of Oz, it's oopsies. Okay, that was showing 3.8. That's still lower than the thing with Kaya, right? I should have wrote it down. All right, let me... I have so much scrap paper over here, but it's like all... it's all like swatches. Okay, so this was... Official... So Lolly Duran was 3.8. Well, the good news is I'm starting to feel hungry, so maybe I was just so overly chilled. Alright, Banny boy, Banny boy.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Oh, it's Kaya.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
I'm going in! Huh? Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
Don't get frostbite.
Overruled. Everybody stand! Show no mercy! Seat Laline! East Papa!
Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Transfixed.
3.7. So that went down a little bit. So this is showing roughly the same as the Hex and Circle buff. And then Sing Cho is worse. That was 3.7. So apparently you want some, like, easy levels in Miliastra, just come do the test dummy. Alright, so now we want Sing Cho.
For justice.
And fruit pies.
Overruled. Teamwork is dreamwork. Suffer the wrath of Eastling. Rain Cutter. weave you a verse.
Okay. Okay, so now Sing Cho came out on top. Which doesn't surprise me, because the Rain Cutter lasts forever. So the Arlie Benny, Sitlali and Sing Cho is the same for the lower number for newbie. But also to point out, she is only C1R1.
Transfixed.
So that's interesting, and just for shits and giggles. Technically the original party I used for Arlie, the only difference is I'm using Sitlali over Zhongli.
The pleasure is all mine. I'm going in! Huh? Suffer the wrath of Easley!
This'll brighten up the place.
Huh? Everybody stand! Show no mercy! Seat Laline! Eat Papa!
Laid bare.
Okay. 3.2. So it's significantly weaker than the other two teams I was using, or three teams. But it does get the job done for needing like off field and stuff like that. Emily is really good for that. All right. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I just single pull when I'm in here. When I'm saving, man, you gotta find the gotcha where you can. So here's some gotcha for you guys. Yay. Why does it linger on that screen so freaking long? I don't want to be blonde. Yeah, the cute autumn outfit. It is cute. Okay. Oh, speaking of creepy, that looked creepy just seeing the eyebrows. That's it? Oh no, I got one single pull left. Okay. Yay. Alright, let's head out to Levi. Aw, she's with Chi-Chi.
Split the bamboo in the morning, dry it till night. Shape and bend it nice and tight. Cross the strands to form a pattern, coat in silk, and you have a lantern. That's how you remember how to make a show lantern. Did you get all that, Chi-Chi?
Morning, split bamboo, traveler. Then get silk, make paimon.
What? No, that doesn't even rhyme.
Look, it's them.
Hey, Yao Yao! Hey, Chi-Chi!
I think Yao Yao wins.
Whoa, Traveler! Paimon, you're here! Happy Lantern Rite! What you up to? I'm teaching Chi-Chi to make Shao lanterns. It's a real test of finger dexterity, so it'll help keep her nice and loose.
Yes, I do finger exercises to be a nimble zombie.
A nimble zombie.
Wanna try too, you two?
Should buy them from Granny.
Oh, okay. Well, we need a whole bunch this year so it doesn't get too dark at night. Too dark? What does that mean?
Dr. Baiju has patients who got hurt walking at night. The moon disappeared, so it was too dark to see.
The moon disappeared? Like, behind the clouds?
It was Jeonju, the moon devourer.
Sanju.
Changshan told me about it, but now I forgot.
Yeah, normally they would have actually had an option to be like, hell yeah, I want to help out and everything. Because, yeah, I would have wanted to make the Zhao lanterns with Yao Yao and Chi-Chi. Instead, it was like, nah. Also, Paimon's read of what you up to was kind of weird. It sounded very blasé, despite the animation being excited. So, a little bad direction there.
It's an old myth from Chenyu Vale about a giant toad in the sky that eats the moon. What? The moon gets eaten? It's just a story. It's not like there's actually a giant toad in the sky. I asked Master about it, and she said myths are just insights into how the people of the past understood the world. Well, I didn't see it that night. But I've checked several nights since, and it's been there same as ever. According to Chi-Chi, though, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent someone to do some kind of serious investigation. So, I don't know. Maybe something did happen. The Ministry of Civil Affairs? This is starting to sound bad.
It's okay. You can fly. Even if it's too dark, you won't fall and get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So turn that frown upside down, Paimon, or someday you'll get a whole bunch of wrinkles and wake up looking like an old granny. What? Okay. No more frowning. But the traveler can't fly. She could still fall and hurt herself, right? Don't worry. That's what the shout lanterns are for. As long as we make enough, Liyue Harbor will never go dark.
I'm sad the Traveler's not in her new outfit.
Yeah, and there's the giant lantern too.
Oh, right! I almost forgot. Look, this year's Grand Lantern commemorates the Adeptus who guards the moon. With her watching over it, the moon will be safe for sure. A white horse? Wait! So that's the White Horse Adeptus? Yeah! Legend has it she used to live on the moon. So if it were ever in danger, I'm sure she wouldn't just stand by and watch. Huh! We've heard of the White Horse Adeptus before, but we never heard the part about her living on the moon. Probably because it's a folk legend from Chenyu Vale, so not a lot of people know about it. But recently, some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue, and the archaeological team even found evidence of ancient people worshipping an Adeptus who lived in a palace on the moon. It's kind of like how we write wishes on shout lanterns and release them during Lantern Rite. The White Horse Adeptus would descend from the moon in her jade carriage and grant people's wishes. Ooh! When did that happen? She sounds different from the other Adepti in Liyue.
Oh, the chaos that could have been if the Traveler could wear that horse outfit.
It must have been a super long time ago, 'cause even Master barely knows anything about this Adeptus. Nope. Kinda unbelievable, right? Yanfei said the White Horse Adeptus might even be a made-up legend, just like Janju the Moon Devourer.
Yeah, a made-up horse and a made-up toad.
You're mistaken, children. The White Horse Adeptus really does exist.
Hello, old man.
Oh, Mr. Liu from the Baiju Guest House. But how do you know that for sure?
Have you ever wondered how the guest house got its name, Yao Yao?
Baiju White Colt. So it's named after the White Horse Adeptus?
That's right. And that's because one of my ancestors was once blessed by the White Horse Adeptus.
I mean, you could. Well, now I gotta keep an eye out for clips of people doing that and just wreaking havoc on Liyue Harbor.
Wait, really? Tell us more! Tell us more!
It was a long, long time ago, when this ancestor of mine was still a young girl. She was out gathering herbs and accidentally fell off a cliff, but the White Horse Adeptus rescued her.
Oh, that's it? Paimon was expecting something a bit more special. We've heard a whole bunch of stories like that before.
Paimon, that's rude! That is so fucking rude. You go sit in the corner and not involve yourself in Lantern Rite. No Lantern Rite for you.
Patience, young one. Let me finish. After the White Horse Adeptus saved my ancestor, she told her a story about the moon and the ancient kingdom of Langan. My ancestor was so captivated that she completely lost track of time. So much so, in fact, that when she returned to her village, she found nothing but a desolate ruin in its place. It was as if, without her knowledge, countless years had passed in the mortal world.
Huh?
The most extraordinary part of all is that it turned out to be a dream. When she woke up, she found herself at the bottom of the cliff, right where she had fallen. Other than her medicine basket, now filled to the brim with rare herbs, it was as if nothing had happened, until out of nowhere, a horse's whinny echoed through the air, and when she looked up, she saw a pristine white horse, standing leaping over the cliff.
There's no real horses in Tibet. That's true. I saw a post earlier that this totally makes sense. The whole thing about with Varka talking to Durin at one point in the Archon quest, where Durin's like, "Did you forget that I'm not a knight of Favonius?" It's like, "Hey, I can knight you. What title do you want?" It totally does explain why Kaya's the cavalry captain with no cavalry.
A white horse leaping over the cliff.
Wow, that sure is a crazy story. But now, it's starting to sound a bit too far-fetched.
Rude, Paimon! Excuse me, I am going to go bury her in that pot over there.
Another skeptic. You sound just like my son. But I know it's true. Ancestral records don't lie.
Wait, so your son doesn't believe it happened?
Don't get me started. Not believing is one thing, but he even wants to change the name of our guest house. It's a disgrace, I tell you, a disgrace. Well, it was getting about time for him to take over the guest house. And what's the first thing he does? Starts going on about how the name doesn't attract enough customers and how we're losing business to Wangshu Inn.
I mean, Wangshu Inn is a little bit of ways away from Liyue Harbor, so I mean, depends on what's closer. He's on returning to the Mondstadt. Better be making Noel feathered Nester Knight. My girl deserves the blood. Right, she does. I'm sorry, she's already a Knights of Favonius. She tries so freaking hard. She's more worthy of it than freaking Mika.
Can you believe that? As if Baiju Guest House and Wangshu Inn aren't miles apart from each other.
I just said that.
Oh, what about something like the Geo Lord's Rest? Paimon bets that would get people through the doors.
I don't know if Zhongli would appreciate that, Paimon.
Geo Lord's Rest. I like that one.
Aww.
This isn't about getting people through the doors. This is about disrespecting our ancestors. Oh, White Horse Adeptus, my wish is this. Let your divine power be known. Teach my foolish son the error of his ways.
Paimon wants to learn more about this Adeptus. Hey, maybe we should ask Zhongli.
Yes, maybe we should.
Good idea! Mr. Zhongli is super knowledgeable. He can answer questions even Master has no clue about. Yeah, we just saw him having tea at third round knockout. Alright, then that's our next stop. Chi-Chi and I are gonna keep making Shao lanterns. Careful on the road.
Goodbye, Paimon. Goodbye, traveler.
Did you almost forget Paimon's name? She kind of struggled with that. She should have just appeared from dead people. I mean, that's true. Okay, we got that. I won't do any of the mini games right now. Where the hell am I going? Teleporting, that's what I'm doing. That's not Zhongli.
Oh?
Oh.
Curious.
Impressive, right? What's with all the commotion over here? Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! I have something amazing to show you! What is it? Huh? What the? Heart of the Moon is blacked out! Was it really eaten by a giant toad?
It looks like an eyeball.
Huh. I I didn't expect you to know the story of Jonju the Moon Devourer, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. She learned a whole bunch of things in Sumeru.
She just learned about this 10 seconds ago.
But Jonju the Moon Devourer is a Liyue legend.
Well, knowledge knows no borders, so there.
Paimon, why are you being such a little shit? Okay, I'm going to complain about this again. There was another quest that I was doing, and I want to say it was... Was it Lantern Rite? I can't remember what it was. But it was sometime last year that I was doing a quest, and she was acting just like this. And it's like, why are you doing that? There's no reason to be smug.
You're right about that, Paimon. But this dark circle doesn't look anything like a toad to me. A toad's egg, maybe? But that's about it. Oh, wait, Traveler! You've been in Nodcry, right? The people there worship the moon goddess. So you should know what's going on here. Really? Not even in a place where people worship the moon?
Oh yeah! Master told me that the tale of Jianzhu, the moon devourer, was how ancient people explained a certain celestial phenomenon.
But what is it exactly? Some kind of omen of disaster?
How so?
Oh, but in this picture, the moon is being covered from the center. So this can't be a normal eclipse.
Then it's still an omen of some impending calamity?
We never said that! Ugh, some crazy customer left it at the restaurant. Just thinking about it gives me the chills.
Attention, everyone! As the auspicious festival season approaches, I have an announcement to make. I, Lu Xiong, am on the verge of becoming one of the most renowned archaeologists in all of Liyue Harbor. No, scratch that, in all of Tibet.
Hey, lady, feet off the table.
Even though I never trained at a prestigious academy, I've still managed to dig up tons of treasures. And I understand practically a whole dictionary's worth of big words, too.
Yay! Big words.
Like my pops always says, no pain, no gain. And I haven't had it easy, that's for sure. So, it's definitely my turn to make a name for myself.
I agree with that guy.
What's the deal with her?
Drunk, probably.
No idea. Maybe she ate a bad batch of perch stew?
Oh, come on! You couldn't have dubbed the if you know what I mean.
What? You don't believe me? I'm telling you, I dug up treasures from the ancient nation of Longan. I even got a picture of Jonju devouring the moon.
Longan? Jonju? What is she even talking about?
Sounds like she's a few perches short of a stew, if you know what I mean.
What? Okay, Hoyo, how do you not do that last line on the first one? It literally was the same line. What? I really want to know the behind the scenes stuff for that and how that gets like okayed. It's so weird. It's not a big deal, but it's so weird.
So what if blackback perch stew is my favorite? Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Whoa, what are you doing?
You're just a stupid, ignorant man, and I'm gonna kill you.
That's Shinha.
Young lady, you need to calm down.
Take her out, Shinha.
What? So you're looking down on me now too? How about I take you both out then? How does that sound?
This is a place for dining. If you wish to take me out, you'll have to do it elsewhere.
Don't act like you're better than me. Do you know who I am? I'm about to be the most famous archaeologist in all of Liyue. No, Tibet. Show me some respect.
It's respect you want? Very well. For the sake of the other customers, we'll do this your way.
What? So Shen has started the fight?
Well, technically, no. She was provoked.
She had no choice. the woman pulled a shovel out of nowhere and started going crazy, flipping tables left and right. She even injured 2 other customers.
How'd she get a shovel?
Shenna did what she had to do to restrain her, then took her to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Good for her.
Thank goodness Aunt Shenhe was there. Or who knows what might have happened.
Yeah. I started cleaning up after all the commotion, and that's when I found this photo. I thought it might be the one she dropped, so I rushed over to show someone.
She said she took a photo of Jonju the Moon Devourer. This must be it.
Can we really trust what she said, though? Clearly, something is going on with her.
Paimon's got a point. It sounds like she wasn't acting right at all. How do we know she wasn't possessed by some kind of evil spirit?
I like that shot.
Aunt Shenhe would have noticed if she was possessed.
All right. But what about the part about Long Gone and the treasure she found?
What about it?
What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost? One so powerful that even Miss Shenhe couldn't sense its presence.
Your imagination is something else, Hu Tao. Why would an ancient ghost come to Wanmin restaurant, huh? To eat my black-back perch stew?
Hey, it could happen. I'd want to eat your food if I was a ghost.
Wait a second. She mentioned the ancient nation of Longon, right? Paimon's heard that somewhere before.
You know what? My brother mentioned that some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue recently. Mostly colored glass, fine jade, and bronze relics. Some of the text inscribed on them has already been deciphered. There were some poetic verses, but the word long gone popped up as well.
But the words jade popped up as well. I don't know which one to believe, Xingqiu.
So, does that mean this Longon place is real? Still, Paimon knows we've heard the name somewhere before. Do you remember, Traveler? Right! His ancestor heard about it from the White Horse Adeptus. The White Horse Adeptus? Oh, so you must have been to see the giant lantern already. Yep. And it turns out that the White Horse Adeptus is super mysterious, too. Even Madame Ping hasn't met her.
Wait, I thought she was the gold-eyed Celadon mare of the 8 Adepts.
Small and become understand. Right? Like, this is where I would actually be like, my immersion. The fact that that happens so many times, it's kind of suspicious. Like, how do you get this not correct? If you change the script because it sounded better, why aren't you changing it here? Or at least making it known in like an update thing that there are inconsistencies and apologize for it. Because that does ruin your immersion a little bit.
That's just the interpretation you believe in, Hu Tao. There are other theories out there too. The elders of Qingce village believe that during the Archon War, a white horse leapt from a clear spring, transforming into an adeptus who aided Rex Lapis in battle. In Chenyu Vale, some of the tribes take her to be the daughter of time, and trace her deeds to an even earlier era. Yet in other ancient texts, including the relics I just mentioned, she appears as an emissary who listens to mortal wishes, bestowing the blessings of the heavens and moon upon the mortal realm, which is why we write our wishes on Shao lanterns.
You know, I would actually believe that. Ugh. I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly we're going to get in Star Rail for 4.0. But here's the problem. One, we waited so long for it, and it kind of sucks because there's nothing been going on. And two, I don't know about anybody else. Like, if you're all for about, like, the Elation meta coming and stuff like that, and, like, getting the new characters, awesome. Like, I'm very blasé about it. I just don't know what to go for at this point. And the rumors of who are going to be on the banners for the reruns, I'm like, I don't care. I actually either have them or I just be going for the light cone because one of them supposedly might be Evernight. So I don't know, but it is a clusterfuck. But don't let Genshin suffer for Star Rail's mistake.
That's so complicated. So what's the verdict? Which version is the truth?
I'm afraid there's no definitive answer to that.
You two have been all over Teyvat. Do you have an idea?
This is first we're hearing of it.
Sorry. We were actually on our way to ask Zhongli. He knows even more about this kind of stuff than us.
Ni hao, welcome to China again. I can't see the words ni hao without thinking of shampoo from Ranma 1/2.
Looking for a consultant, huh? He's having tea with Miss Linlong. Shigu Antiques is hosting an exhibition tonight.
An exhibition? For what?
All those antiques Sing just mentioned. So if you head to the big ship docked in the harbor tonight, I'm sure you'll find him.
So, where to next? How about we go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs to ask about the White Horse Adeptus? We might be able to find out more about the recent moon situation, too.
Did they forget that they were here to see Zhongli?
If you're heading to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, could you give them this picture for me?
In the top tier best girl? I'll agree. And the kitty form is adorable.
Since it belongs to that customer, she deserves to get it back at least. It might even help the Ministry with their investigation. Ha! Alright! We're off!
Oh, wait! I almost forgot! Happy Lantern Rite!
Come have a meal with us when you're free. We'll be there, or we'll be... square.
You've lost your talking privileges, Paimon.
Thinking about it now, could it be possible that photograph was a fake?
A fake? You mean like the customer fabricated it to gain academic recognition?
Nice one, Chongyun. I never even thought of it like that.
How about we go check out that place tonight? I know exactly where it is.
All right.
I'll get scolded if I get home too late.
But you're still gonna go, aren't you?
Live a little, Singcho. You act like this is a first for you. Worst comes to worst, we'll get Xiangling to cook you something delicious, okay?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it's worth the risk.
You would have done it anyway, Singcho.
You were just waiting for the promise of free food, weren't you? Fine. It's a plan then. We'll meet up tonight.
Yeah, and about the remake, good lord, I guess you really can't have the shampoo. I only saw the first, I think we saw all the way through the first season of the remake. So I haven't seen shampoo yet. Has Moose shown up yet? Moose was my favorite. All right, I think what we're going to do is that we're going to do this part of the story for Lantern Rite. So we'll just get through this and then I'm going to end stream early. And I know I came on late because now I'm starting to feel really hungry, which again is a good thing. I meant to teleport. Do not kill me from jumping up here. We know what's going to happen. We know a cutscene's going to trigger. Oh, he's in that season? Awesome. Oh, Lanyan.
And your grandfather is of the same opinion, Miss Lanyan?
Ningguang, did your voice change?
Yes. On Lantern Rite, the moon shall go dark. That's what the signs are indicating. Celestial observation isn't Grandpa's strong suit. But he discussed it with several other elders from our clan, and their conclusion was the same.
Kinda wish they could tone down that mega per. Oh, I can't remember. Hapasai? Is that Hapasai? If I got the name wrong, I still know who you're talking about, and he was really bad in both the manga and the original anime, so...
It's consistent with the information we've received from other sources as well. You mean the whole thing? About the legend of Jonju the Moon Devourer? Happening in real life? Yes, that's one of them. So it's true. I thought it was just a rumor. It's true. But right now, the bigger issue is that all our sources indicate the phenomenon's gonna happen again. I'm not sure this bodes well.
Is the flea guy from Inuyasha? Well, I mean, I believe Inuyasha and Ranma were made by the same person, so...
Let's remain optimistic for now. We're making progress interpreting the artifacts, and Ganyu is consulting with the Adepti as we speak.
Okay, is it me or does Ningguang sound different? I know it's been forever since she had a speaking role that we got to hear.
Besides, apart from the incident at Wanmin Restaurant, there haven't been any other moon-related disturbances.
She sounds more like Chiori.
Ningguang, Keqing, and Lanyan! You're all here! Oh, Traveler! And Paimon! It's been a while. Happy Lantern Rite. Yes, happy Lantern Rite. What brings you here, though?
Lantern Rite? What the hell was
I thought
that?
you'd be in the harbor enjoying the Shao lanterns.
You sound so fucking stoned reading that line, lady.
You're certainly not the type to visit Yujing Terrace for no reason. Is there something I can help you with?
What? We're not allowed to just drop in on our friends during the festive season?
I was only teasing. You're welcome to visit us anytime you wish. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah, Ganyu and Charlotte I knew got recast as well. Charlotte's original VA had even posted about stepping down, and it was a personal reason that she stepped down. She stepped down. Stepped down? Yeah, and whose first language isn't English. Kind of, yeah. And of course we knew Ching got replaced. But I didn't hear anything about Ningguang, but Ningguang 100% does not sound like what I know her to be.
Oh, and about all the moon business you were just talking about? We have something to show you. Here, take a look. Whoa, something really did take a chunk out of the moon.
Oh, are we going to see Gaming in this? I'm kind of curious if Gaming got replaced. Because the voice actor for Gaming was the voice actor for Kalis. And he no longer voices Kalis.
Someone managed to capture a picture of it. Is this Jonju, the Moon Devourer, then?
Even though we confirmed this event took place, I still can't quite believe what I'm seeing. Where did you get this picture? From Xiangling! She found it when she was cleaning up after that customer caused a scene. She thinks they must have dropped it.
If Ching were a character for sale, they would not have given her that voice. That alone would tank the sales. Yeah, or just make you not play in English.
Wait, is this Chawang Terrace? No, it's just where I'm from. It said that Chawang Terrace was where the ancient people of Chenyu Vale communicated with the heavens. And in this picture, the moon happens to be right above Chawang Terrace. I was just surprised, that's all. It's probably just a coincidence.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna peek outside for a sec. I don't know if you guys heard it through my headset, but there was somebody like laid on their horn, and then all of a sudden I heard yelling. So I was trying to see if there was like an accident. I didn't hear like a crash or anything. but if there was an altercation across the street, don't see anything, but could have sworn I heard yelling.
That's interesting because the ancient people of Chenyu Vale migrated there from the chasm area.
The chasm? So, that place is involved too?
According to our investigation, that customer you just mentioned, Lu Xiangxiang, her father and grandfather are merchants in Liyue Harbor, and her mother and grandmother grow tea in Chaoying Village. A few days ago, she left her home in Chaoying Village to join a civilian archaeological team funded by Hoishan Hall, and ended up excavating some artifacts in the chasm area. These artifacts were then entrusted to Shigu Antiques and are set to be featured in an upcoming exhibition. Then, of course, the incident at Wanmin Restaurant occurred. We suspect something happened during the excavation that left her with quite the shock.
And now, it seems like she also went to Chawang Terrace and took that picture of the moon disappearing.
The chasm? Chawang Terrace? Things are getting pretty complicated.
She's not in a good mental state, so we took her to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some help. Why don't you come with me to check up on her? At this point, you seem invested in this case too. Then let's head there now.
Okay, I have to know. Ningguang.
Now that I see this picture, it looks less like a piece of the moon was eaten, and more like something is obscuring it.
But what sort of thing could block out the moon?
Yeah, the more I hear that, the more it sounds like it's Chiori. Where are you, Ningguang?
I am Ningguang, Tianxin of Qixing. You wish to trade? You be my personal bodyguard, and I will show you how to get ahead in Liyue.
Yeah, that's not her. I don't think that's her.
Zhang Li of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. He's very versed in a great deal of affairs. Although, such excellent pawns are of no use to me until I know their weaknesses.
Well, you just sound very tired there. So, like, I get it, but I don't know. Maybe, again, voice direction or something? She sounds more like Chiori here.
Now that I see this picture, it looks less like a piece of the moon was eaten, and more like something is obscuring it.
But what sort of thing?
Well, we'll keep on listening and see what, see if it did change. Oh yeah, I have Baiju in my party. Haha, got your flowers, Madam Ping. Can't catch me. Whee!
Honey, we won't get
Baiju!
Ah, Lady Yuheng. Oh, and the Traveler and Paimon are here as well.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
I hope we're not interrupting Dr. Baiju.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient? Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest. It's quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe a calming draught and to have her rest for 2 days.
Oh, look, we gotta wait 2 days' time.
So she's getting worse? That isn't the news I was hoping for.
It's just a precaution. Based on an earlier conversation with her, it seemed more like a fixation than anything else. She hasn't lost her mind.
That's right. When we asked about it, she kept insisting she was going to be famous far and wide.
Oh, I just realized Chong Chong's actually talking. The last time we saw Baiju, Baiju had his voice, but Chung Chung didn't. So yay, Chung Chung's back.
Well, it might not be far and wide, but she certainly made a name for herself around Yujing Terrace. Even some of the Qixing know who she is.
Not often, that's for certain. From my initial assessment, the patient appears to have experienced some sort of shock, and whatever it was seems to still be haunting her.
But what could have caused such a thing? The relics from the chasm? Or the moon above Chuang Terrace that night?
Come back in 2 days, and you might just have your answer.
I suppose that's all we can do for now. We'll take our leave then, Dr. Baiju.
Of course. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop by.
Speaking of those relics from the chasm, aren't they being featured in an exhibition tonight?
That's right. Are you planning to attend?
Yeah! We wanted to have a talk with Zhongli anyway, and now Paimon's even more curious about these relics.
I would, except every item in the exhibition had to be registered with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. So I'm afraid it's been spoiled for me. I reviewed them all myself. There are some rather peculiar artifacts, that's for certain. We're still working on decoding the ancient text that appears on them.
Yeah! The word jade appears a whole bunch, doesn't it?
Huh? How did you know?
Xingqiu told us. He said there were some ancient poems on them, too.
He's quite well informed, isn't he? Well, he's right. We believe they're direct references to the ancient nation of long gone.
Okay, because of that line, that meant it was misread. Because Sing Cho, where it had said the quote-unquote jade, Sing Cho spoken line said Langan. And not jade. So, yeah, how did that get by you guys, Hoyo?
As for the other text, instead of regular poetry, it seems to be more like ceremonial language used to worship the moon and the gods.
The moon and the gods?
Well, looks like it's almost time for the exhibition. You two should head over. There's an usher at the harbor who will lead you to the venue. Not at all. The exhibition is free to the public. The people of Liyue have a great respect for our history and are eager to learn from it. Plus, the exhibition is being organized by Lin Long, the owner of Shigu Antiques. As far as I know, it's been a long-time goal of hers to hold a cultural exhibition of this scale, where people can learn all sorts of information about the past.
Guess we're in for a real treat tonight, then!
Yes. Have a great time. There's still more artifact decoding work I need to finish, so we'll have to part ways here. After seeing the picture you brought, there's a few ideas I'd like to follow up on.
You're hard at work even during festival season? Ha! You haven't changed one bit, Ka-Ching.
I'm simply fulfilling the responsibilities of my position. That's all. All right. I should get going. See you later.
Well, guess we should head over to the harbor and find that usher.
Wow, they're not just gonna sit there and make me go wait 2 days? Awesome. I am the knight.
Ah, here for the exhibition? I can take you aboard. After you.
Whoa! Look at all the antiques on this ship! It's almost too much to take in!
Greetings. I trust you've been well since last we met?
Hi, Zhongli. I missed your voice.
Aha! Speak of the devil! You're right where Hu Tao said you'd be.
Ah, so Director Hu gave me away, did she?
I totally missed that she said that that's where he is. Because I don't think I ever actually heard her say Zhongli's name. So that was my bad for not paying attention.
Don't act like you're up to some super secret business. We know you just do whatever you feel like.
Yo, Traveler, Paimon, what's up?
Beto!
It's been a while, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Beto! Yunchin! It's great to see you! You're here for the exhibition too?
Yes. When I heard these artifacts were from ancient times, I just knew I had to come learn more about them. I mean, what a discovery, right?
Yeah, Ningguang pretty much said the same thing. She thought coming here might help culture me up or something.
You don't need culturing. You're good.
But as you know, I'm more of a fists and punches type of person. I doubt one exhibition is gonna change that.
Absolutely.
You're too modest, Captain. You're the leader of the Crux fleet. That takes far more skill than just fists and punches.
Plus, at the end of the day, you still decided to come, even though you didn't have to listen to Ningguang.
Well, she's the Tianquan. If she can't even get an average ship captain like me to do her bidding, how's that gonna look?
You sure know how to think from her perspective, huh?
I guess I do. Anyway, how's everyone enjoying the exhibition? I heard that if you see something you like, you can negotiate the price with the owner and take it home.
Wait, so we can buy this stuff?
Indeed. Although Shigu Antiques is hosting this exhibition, many of the items come from private collectors. As long as both parties reach an agreement, you can make an offer of Mora or an equivalent trade. Well, shall we continue our conversation as we look around?
Let's go! Paimon's super curious about all this stuff.
Yep, there she goes. Oh, you can't talk to anybody, apparently. You can only talk to Paimon. Ah! Zhongli, why'd you push me? Oh, I like that. That's pretty. That's average. Oh, Paimon stopped on the thing I liked. I want to buy it.
Whoa, look at this painting! There's a huge toad on it. Could it be...
Huh. This material is quite unusual. It doesn't look like paper. More like silk or some other kind of fabric.
Okay, it's still quite cool and pretty. The toad kind of like ruins it. But zoomed out, you couldn't see the toad.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well spotted. This is a painting of Jianju, the Moon Devourer, made primarily with mulberry silk. Such craftsmanship is rarely seen in modern-day Liyue.
Ha! Jianju the Moon Devourer! Paimon knew it! That toad made it super obvious.
What's that? A new dish at Wanmin restaurant?
No! It's a kind of lunar eclipse. You heard about how the moon disappeared recently, right?
Oh, yeah. You're saying a toad did that?
That's what the legend says.
So, nothing to do with food then. Noted.
And the figure next to the toad. Is that the White Horse Adeptus? From the stories I've heard, her palace lies on the moon.
That would seem to be a logical assumption. No. In fact, this item was discovered in Chenyu Vale, and many years ago at that.
Oh, so it's from Chenyu Vale?
Actually, that's not quite right. You see, this painting is primarily comprised of mineral-based pigments, such as cinnabar and azurite, which are usually found within stratified rock. This suggests its place of origin may very well have been the chasm.
You could have just started with that.
You're as knowledgeable as ever, Mr. Zhongli. I had only ever heard the legend of Jianju the Moon Devourer, but now seeing it depicted in this painting, I wonder. If I purchased it, perhaps it could serve as inspiration for a new opera. Though I'm not quite sure who the painting belongs to right now.
A splendid idea, Miss Yoon. Perhaps in lieu of Mora, you could offer the lyrics to said opera as recompense.
The lyrics? But to whom?
Why, to me, of course. I am the owner of this painting, after all.
That's great, Zhongli. You could have made some money and had some in your pocket. Because you forgot to make some for yourself.
Wait, so you're one of the private collectors of the exhibition? you knew so much about the painting.
But lyrics in exchange for a precious antique? My work could never possibly be of equal value.
I don't know about that. I'm not much of a scholar, but even I know your operas are in a league of their own.
An astute observation, Captain Beto. In my possession, this painting is nothing but a lifeless artifact. In your hands, however, it could be transformed into a new piece of art entirely. Quite the worthy exchange, no?
Agreed.
But I'm not sure when I'll be able to finish writing it. It certainly won't be ready this year.
Allow me to be equally forthright, Miss Yoon. This silk painting is merely a copy I made of the original work. There is no need for such concern over its value.
Huh? So it's a fake?
I had no idea you were such a skilled artist, Mr. Zhongli. I pride myself on having some knowledge of antiques, but I didn't notice anything that would point to it being a replica.
You never cease to amaze me, Mr. Zhongli.
You flatter me. All that said, Miss Yoon, you must accept. Truly, I insist.
Huh. He's gone from handing out fake Mora to fake paintings now, huh?
Your kindness is impossible to refuse, Mr. Zhongli. Rest assured, I'll be sure to return the favor.
I shall look forward to it.
Man, that was quite the find. I should buy something too, if only so I can show it off to Ningguang.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Wow, this bronze war chariot is really something.
It must have quite the story behind it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you know what this is, Zhongli?
I heard from Miss Linlong that a carriage made of Celadon jade was unearthed in the chasm. A copper canopy, a body adorned with flowing clouds and geometric patterns. Yes, this must be the one. A precious piece indeed.
This thing's gotta be thousands of years old, right? Crazy to think people back then were capable of such intricate metalwork.
Too often, we view the past and future through the lens of the present. Objects that fascinated us as children seem crude later in life. And that's only after a few decades or so of separation. If one were to stretch time across hundreds or thousands of years, one might discover that time is not always a force that pushes things forward.
It would seem the people of that era managed to create a remarkable civilization in their own right.
Makes me want to get my hands on this even more. Ningguang's gonna be so jealous, don't you think?
Has this war chariot caught your eye, Captain Beto?
Oh, you must be Linlong from Shigu Antiques. Nice to meet you. This exhibition has been amazing so far.
Well, that's all thanks to supportive patrons like you and Mr. Zhongli, of course. As for this war chariot, it was discovered by an archaeological team sponsored by Hoishan Hall. The price comes in at 90 million Mora.
Would you take a down deposit?
How much?
90 million? Woo, looks like my eyes were a bit too big for my wallet.
And mine.
Quite a bargain.
Says the man with no money.
A bargain? 90 million Mora could feed Paimon for like 1,000 years!
And if you actually went on an eating spree that long, perhaps you'd be considered an antique worth that kind of Mora, too.
What, 90 million? Nuh-uh! Paimon's worth way more than that!
I appreciate your confidence, but that is not true.
Well, if Mr. Zhongli thinks it's a good deal, I'm sure it's worth it.
Beto's putting way too much faith in Zhongli. What if he's only here to drive up sales?
I'll take the chariot, Miss Linlong. Someone will come by with the payment.
Quite the discerning eye you have, Captain. After the exhibition ends, I'll have someone deliver it to the Alcor.
Actually, could you send it straight to Yujing Terrace? I'd like for the Tianquan to see the proof of my discerning eye for herself.
Understood.
Great! Yunjin and I both found something. What about you three? Want to keep perusing? And don't worry about the Mora, it's all on me. Nobody's going home empty-handed tonight.
I appreciate your kindness, Captain, but I'm afraid I have some private matters to discuss with Miss Linlong.
In that case, don't let us keep you, Mr. Zhongli.
Right this way.
Traveler, Paimon, perhaps you would like to accompany me.
What? So you can show us another bargain antique that's so far out of our price range it's not even funny?
Other people are always demanding Mr. Zhongli's time, but it's quite rare for him to extend an invitation himself. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity if I were you, Paimon.
Yeah, just don't forget to come aboard the Alcor for a drink later.
Yeah, guess you're right. Taking a quick look isn't gonna cost us anything. Let's go!
These are all the jade pieces that were found, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! So many styles! What kind are these?
Okay, the second one in the middle, from the left, reminds me of a henshin one from Sailor Moon.
These are a type of ceremonial jade. You're familiar with Chenyu Vale's rain jade rite, yes?
Oh, yeah! So these pieces are all used in the rain jade ceremony?
Well, you may not know, Paimon, but before the rain jade rite came into practice, Chenyu Vale was known for a different ceremonial tradition that also involved jade. The bee is used to honor heaven, the Tsong to honor earth, the Gui to honor the east, the Jiang to honor the south, the Hu to honor the west, and the Huang to honor the north. These form the 6 ritual jades. It's unfortunate, however, that Miss Linlong's set is missing both the Gui and Hu pieces.
Hey, Nonsense, how you doing?
Oh, I know. These jade artifacts are from such an ancient time. It's proved difficult to track them down, even for our establishment.
No matter. You happen to have precisely the piece I was looking for.
Huh? This broken jade token? I didn't expect this to catch your eye, Mr. Zhongli. It isn't one of the 6 ritual jades.
He wants to become a magical girl.
An affect belonging to an old acquaintance of mine.
An old acquaintance? One of your collector friends, Mr. Zhongli?
I'm doing all right. I'm getting really hungry, so whenever this part of the story ends, I'm going to end stream and get some food. I unfortunately got on late, but I'm doing all right. The fact that I'm hungry is a good sign. Are you excited for next week? We get to go after Nuvi.
You could say that. Traveler, take a closer look.
It doesn't look all that special to Paimon. Just
No,
seems like a broken artifact.
It really looks like a henshin one from Sailor Moon. All right, what if I say something and make up? Like 40 wishes for Nuvi? How much pity do you got? If any. I think you got Durin last? Gotta adjust my pillow on my chair. There we go, now my back isn't screaming at me.
Indeed. It's been thousands of years since the moon has appeared in such a form.
So, in the past, the moon wasn't always full. Then, could this missing chunk be from when Jeonju devoured part of the moon?
It's worth looking into.
Your insight is invaluable, Mr. Zhongli. I had no idea how special this piece was. Since it has caught your interest, allow Shigu Antiques to cover the cost.
Oh, that is far too generous, Miss Linlang.
Got Durin and his Sig. Okay. Not which one's on this banner. Okay. I'm likely to lose a 50-50. You've lost so many 50-50s, you have to have hit Capturing Radiance somewhere. And if you haven't hit it yet, maybe this will be the one. Like, I knew I was going to hit Capturing Radiance on the free-to-play account for Durin and Columbina on my main. Because that would have been the 4th loss in a row if I didn't.
Not at all. I've always wanted to give people a chance to appreciate these snapshots of history. So, holding an exhibition like this has been a lifetime wish of mine, and it never would have been possible without your help, Mr. Zhongli.
I merely put in a good word with a few acquaintances of mine.
And it had a profound impact. Without your recommendation, I doubt half of these collectors would have come to the exhibition. So, on both a personal and professional level, I owe you my thanks, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
Wow, Paimon! He carried my ass, man! You are not allowed to go anywhere anymore. How dare you? Am I henching? Henshin? Oh, the music is pretty. That was pretty. Oh, you're much further away than I thought it was. Come back,
3,
Light.
5, 7.
Okay, there was only one thing
11,
of dialogue.
13, 17.
I'm impressed. She changed clothes so fast. Maybe she is a magical girl.
19, 23, 29. You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child? The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well. Me? I'm sorry, I don't remember. The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time?
Oh, that's a beautiful shot of Liyue Harbor and the Zhao Lanterns.
I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten.
I was going to try to take a quick screenshot of that.
I know nothing of your arrival. All I know is the longing in people's hearts. Yet, I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that is what brought you here. You seem confused. Perhaps I can help in some way. The path home is... that direction. I believe someone told me that before, but I was never able to reach the end. You should take a look. No need. It would seem... my time has already run out. Farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
Okay.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
We actually had to have you repeat that line. So rude, Paimon.
Your complexion looks rather ashen, traveler. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, what's wrong? Does your stomach hurt? Huh? What are you talking about? You were right here the whole time.
Ah, I see. I'm afraid we must take our leave, Miss Linlong. My friend has taken ill, and I must escort her to get some rest.
How very gentlemanly of you, Zhongli. Right quest. Seeing, yeah, my story.
Of course.
Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me.
Oh, was it? I think it was Forest. Because he has the two accounts. He has his main account and he's got the 4-star account. And I think it was the 4-star account. He did all of the Archon quest and his in the oh, I almost said overworld. Same thing. The world quest with Aluga. And when he went to go do the lighthouse on the new stuff, right? The meeting spot for Aluga, it did give him the introduction thing. And it's like, but he's met him.
Ah, yes. Regarding the payment for the Jade token. Charge the expense to the Wangsheng funeral parlor if you would.
And how much are you charging Hu Tao?
Guess someone's thinking of me. Huh, but this late at night?
Must be that consultant of yours. I bet he's out there spending all year more at the exhibition.
Wow! Way to call out Zhongli!
Yeah, he'd be the perfect employee if he just knew how to rein in the spending. But never mind him. Let's focus on the moon. We gotta see if it gets eaten tonight.
I love that's the first thing Zhangling thinks of.
I don't think it's going to happen. We've been out here all night, and the moon's the same as ever.
It is quite late, and Chongyun's getting tired. How about we head back? We can come back another time.
Head back? Already?
Actually, I do have a new dish I'm testing out tomorrow. And as part of my New Year's resolution, I'm trying not to oversleep.
All right. Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let's go.
Oh.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. When the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Wait, aren't we going to rest? Why did you bring us here?
Because I imagine the traveler would like to know what just happened to her.
Oh, right. Ugh, Paimon's confused, though. She could have sworn you were there the whole time. Oh, how is that possible?
It sounds like her spirit formed an inexplicable connection with the being in that space. Ah, you suspected from the beginning, didn't you? Indeed, the being you met is the fabled White Horse Adeptus, and the original owner of this Jade token. Her name is Tibai.
Wait, does that mean she's inside this token?
No, she does not reside within this token, but rather within the moon's shadow. This token is merely a medium. Word has it you accomplished quite the feat in Nodcry. You and your friend brought the Frost Moon back to Tevat. Tell me, did you ever wonder about the other moon? The one that hung in its place for thousands of years?
We never really thought about it, but it must have been a fake, right? A fake moon!
Indeed, it was false. Its true nature, nothing but a projection of the moon. It also happens to be the prison that confines Tibai to this day.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is trapped inside that projection? Then we need to rescue her! But the moon in the sky right now is the real one, right? Where did the fake moon go? And why can't Paimon see it?
With the return of the true moon, the shadow naturally lost its place in the heavens. Now, it is disintegrating bit by bit. It's a process that comes and goes. When it occurs, it looks like the moon is being obscured by a black shadow. But when it stops, the shadow disappears. and becomes invisible to the eye.
So, you're saying there's an invisible fake moon blocking the real moon right now?
Indeed.
Okay, this is not what Paimon was expecting.
My hypothesis is that people's wishes could be what trigger the periods of disintegration. After all, when you experienced that episode just now, it was precisely when Miss Linlong spoke of her own wish.
Wait, is that because the White Horse Adeptus answers people's wishes? The legend must be true then. So, that means the more wishes we make, the faster the fake moon will disintegrate, right? Then it won't be long before the White Horse Adeptus is free!
Quite the contrary. After countless years trapped inside, the two have merged into one. When the moon shadow is gone, Zibai will cease to exist in this world.
Oh no! So, by bringing the moon back, we actually hurt the White Horse Adeptus?
Do not burden yourself with such thoughts. Because of your actions, a promising opportunity has presented itself to us. Let us not forget, what is crumbling is also precisely that which imprisons her. Yes, and that is why I invited you here tonight. Your connection to that broken jade token confirms that you can do what I envision. However, while I had hoped to receive your assistance, this matter could have significant ramifications. I must admit a certain reluctance to implicate you in more of Tevat's secrets. Often, the deeper one's knowledge of such matters, the harder it becomes to extricate oneself from them. You are someone who once traveled through the boundless sea of stars. I cannot help but wonder, perhaps it is wrong for your fate to become too entangled with the fate of any one world. Such is your conviction, then. Since journeying beyond Lille, you have had ample time to reflect on these matters, it would seem. Very well. The first secret I must reveal is that Zibai has long since passed away. The being within the Shadow Moon is merely one of the 3 deadly selves she severed before her death.
That's actually a nice touch. You see all the Zhao lanterns. I believe that's the Zhao lanterns.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is dead? Weren't you supposed to tell us how to fix this? Now it just seems even more impossible!
Please, remain calm, Paimon, and allow me to explain. The 3 deadly selves is a practice used by those engaged in spiritual cultivation. The intent is to sever the 3 vice-laden mortal selves to reveal one's true, pure self beneath. However, Zibai's 3 selves are more complicated in nature. Because in the moment before her death, someone preserved the shattered essence of her soul and placed the fragments within her 3 deadly selves. If we retrieve the 3 fragments of her soul, there is a chance we can restore her presence in the mortal realm.
So that means we can bring her back to life?
Yes, provided we retrieve the fragments of her soul's essence from the 3 deadly selves. Indeed, the being you encountered was Zibai's first deadly self, Ziju. After Zibai's death, she ascended to the heavens and became one with the Shadow Moon. The essence that resides within her is a heavenly soul, also known as Taiguang. Thus, this self is the closest to Zibai's true nature. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, we have no choice but to seek out the other 2 soul essences first. Then we can unite them as one. Her second deadly self is called Ziju. After Zibai's death, she fell into a slumber deep beneath the earth in what is now known as the Chasm. The essence within her is the Earth Soul, also known as Shuangling. She is the self that inherited most of Zibai's memories and wisdom.
The chasm? So, do we have to go there to find her?
That won't be necessary. I sensed her presence on the jade carriage from earlier, the one at the exhibition. It's possible the return of the Frost Moon awakened her, and she emerged from the chasm alongside that batch of ancient artifacts.
Wait! That must be why you agreed to help with the exhibition! To investigate the artifacts!
Indeed. So in truth, Miss Linlong was the one who helped me. The third deadly self is Zichao. The essence within her is the human soul, also known as Yojing, Zibai's shade. Thus she is the most free-spirited among the three. She lent me her aid during the Archon War, 1,000 years ago. But later, as her powers waned, she retreated into the mountains. I imagine finding Zichao should prove the most troublesome, so I shall take it upon myself to track her down.
So, we need to find the second deadly self, right? But where do we even start?
Locating her should not prove difficult. In life, Zibai was fond of mortals, and as the self who inherited most of her memories and wisdom, Ziju should be the same. It's possible she has possessed someone, and is meandering the bustling streets of Liyue Harbor as we speak.
Possess someone? Wait! Are you thinking what Paimon's thinking, Traveler?
What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost?
Exactly! Lu Xiangxiang!
It seems you have a lead in mind already.
Should still be at Boo Boo Pharmacy. She was super agitated when she first got there, so Baishu gave her some calming medicine and told us to come back in 2 days. Do you think it could be her, Zhengli?
It's quite possible. The deadly selves are impure beings that can easily influence mortal minds. A sound plan. Well, I should get started on my own investigation then.
But you're leaving already?
I must. Zichao went into hiding after the Archon War. If I am to have any success tracking her down, then there's no guarantee. I should start sooner rather than later.
But there's still so much you haven't told us. Like, who the White Horse Adeptus actually is, and how she died in the first place. Not to mention who it was that preserved the fragments of her soul.
Should our endeavor prove successful, then naturally those answers will follow. If not, speaking of them would be rather meaningless. It would seem that this is a question you are unwilling to set aside. Very well. I shall tell you. It was the Avatar of Time.
Esteroth?
Ah, so you know of her existence.
The ruler of time saved her soul.
Indeed. Preserving what remained of Zibai's soul in the moment before her death. Only the power of time could be capable of such a thing. However, there is no telling what effect it has had on the three deadly selves. In other words, you must exercise caution when seeking out Ziju. On the night of Lantern Rite, countless Shao lanterns, and the wishes written upon them, will be released into the sky. I estimate that this event will trigger the Shadow Moon's collapse. When that happens, the cage that confines the first deadly self will open. That is our moment to act, but also the moment where all could be lost. For if we fail to retrieve the other two soul fragments in time, Zibai's resurrection is hopeless. As I mentioned before, the answers to your remaining questions should come in time, providing our efforts bear fruit. Let us hope that all proceeds smoothly in the days to come.
All right, this is already got my attention. Let's go back to Liyue Harbor. I'm so high up. So yeah, that was the Zhao lanterns that you could see. That was actually a nice little touch. Just taking a quick peruse to see if there's anybody like lingering about. Oh. Poor girl, she's still cleaning that one spot. Yeah, I wonder if we will see any of the random characters. Because we had a whole bunch of Mondstadt characters last time. Wow. Yes, Tummy, I'm gonna go feed
There
you
are
in
new
a second.
assignments, so it's not quite time to relax yet.
And with that, the fate of the Guhua Brotherhood was...
You know what, we'll log out up here, but we gotta make sure that I don't, like, walk off immediately. Alright, so we got no, wishes from that. What am I at? 15? So I am at 97. Alright. So excited! Because next week we try for the C6. Finally! Alright, so it's going to be 2 days' time. So Sunday, the next part should open. One day. So tomorrow? 3 days. Oh, this actually gives Zabai's stuff for Ascension. That's interesting. Okay, so I'll still obviously do the story on stream. If you miss anything like Paimon, it's more than likely just her being like, "It's been 2 days. Let's go check out Boo Boo Pharmacy." So it's probably all you're going to miss. With that, I'll try doing some of the minigame stuff off stream because I have no idea what to expect. I don't even remember what it said in the live stream about it if they did. Huh. But we got that, and then Monday will be the 1st, so we'll have Imaginarium Theater. I don't know what the elements are for that. I'll at the very least do Visionary mode if I can. We got the shop reset. Yeah. So by Monday, or Tuesday. I think by Tuesday, all of this will be done. So it'll be just before Nuvi, or it'll be on the 3rd that it's all done when Zabai releases. So yeah, if we can do story for Lantern Rite, that's what we'll do on Monday. Like I said, we have IT. We can do. I do want to hopefully go back into the Jet Quest and start running through that, just to get some primos and to open up more of the map. I think some of the spots that I was trying to hit in the desert were locked behind it. So it's the only thing I can think of because that's where the Jinn was from. And I didn't make it very far after getting it. So we gotta finish that out. And we'll see how much more we can get. I gotta remember to also put my do my top-ups before Wednesday. I have a gift card set for that. I literally bought myself a PlayStation gift card with the money I had set aside for it, just to make sure I didn't spend the money on anything else. So I guess I gotta make sure I activate that. But we're looking good. We're looking good. Like I've been saying, C5 is pretty much guaranteed. So we just gotta worry about that C6. And the only other thing I'm debating, and no, I'm not spending extra money at all. The only thing I'm debating is if I do get C6 early enough, if I want to save for Varka or if I want to go for Zabai. It's probably going to depend on how Zabai plays, first off. Secondly, how Varka is looking. So, everything I've been hearing about Varka is making me a little wishy-washy, because it sounds like his best in slot team involves Venti. I don't have Venti. I can use Sucrose, so we still get the Hexarai stuff. I have Durin. It gives Durin purpose if I don't use him with Arlie. Because as it was, I like the testing I was doing with Arlecchino, the team I would run with Bennett and Sing Cho actually outperformed the one with Durin and Fischl. Yes, that might have to do with like I could put something else in there like Chev instead of Sitlali, but I'm not running Arlie without a shield. You're if I had C2, I might consider it, but I don't. But it sounds like the way Varka is supposed to work is that he needs double Animo and then double of another element. And that seems a little too restrictive in my opinion. Because it leads a little bit to me like Skirk, where she has to have freeze. But I don't know, that makes sense to me versus having here's double Animo and whatever 2 other elements. And why wouldn't you go Pyro at that point? You get the attack buff plus you can use Bennett. So we'll see. Like I'm actually kind of floating that idea. Like with Zabai, I have probably supports for her. Because like I can use Columbina, of course. She needs Hydro. So even if I don't use Columbina, I can use Ino. And I have C6 Ino. I will get I'm crossing my fingers. I can't say I will. Crossing my fingers. I should get at least 1 copy of Aluga while going for C6 Nouvellette. And then perhaps things for Goro. My Goro is C3, I think I saw. So, 1 more he gets healing. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll map out a plan. I just gotta figure out what that plan is outside of the C6. Will I do another character try to get their C6 if I like them off? Maybe. All I know is that if Flynn's reruns soon, I'm going to get his signature because that'll fix any energy recharge problems I have on him, which I don't have much. Oh, all right, food time. I'm gonna go get something to eat. You guys have an awesome day, awesome weekend. If you're going outside, try to stay warm. Where I am, it's going to get very nippy. And then we'll return on Monday, continue on with Lantern Rite and our Primo grind. I'm kind of curious to see how many I'll have at the end when the banners flip. Kind of curious. But take care, everybody, and I'll see you all on Monday.